Welcome back to the Nat and PJ channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing the new Super Doomspire Halloween update. And so this update consists of a new map, new soundtracks, new weapons, and so much more, so please stay tuned for that. Alright, to start off by reviewing this update, we are going to be starting by showing off the new weapons. Now, one of the new weapons is the bow. Now, the bow is a really good weapon. I've actually tested it out in the testing servers before the update was out. It was really good, and so I'm going to read the description of the bow. Let arrows fly like a majestic elf would. Charge for a stronger, truer shot. And so the bow doesn't really have any stats shown right there, so I'm going to be reading the overview. The bow is simply a bow and arrow. When you click, it will fire an arrow. If the arrow hits its target, it will do 25 damage. When charged, the bowstring will be pulled back by the arrow, and the shot will do 50 damage. This ball is similar to the Shadow Shuriken. They both do about the same damage uncharged, and do more damage when charged. Both are also fast. Most players see the difference between the bow being faster on charge, but the Shadow Shuriken doing more damage on charge. Moving on to the next weapon, we are now looking at the Spooky Staff. The Spooky Staff is a Hoss Hog skin. It is a legendary 5-star, and I'm going to be reading the description. This staff has a curse on it. It doesn't say curses, though, because then Roblox would delete our game. Now I'm going to read the stats. Minus 15% reload time, plus 25% bomb jump and rocket speed, inflict self-burn, minus 15% blast radius, and damage, cannot stagger enemies. Moving on to the next weapon. Alright, so for the next weapon in the update, we have the Lava Ball. I'm going to read the description of the Lava Ball. It's getting hot, like seriously hot. Hope you brought protective gloves. Causes burning, minus 25% throw speed, plus 40% reload time, and cannot stagger enemies. I actually tested this out in one of the testing servers, and honestly, I don't really like it that much. It's just not that good. I mean, the burning is actually really nice, but it's not the best. But it's still a good weapon. You can still use it. Depends on what playstyle you are. And yeah, moving on to the next weapon. Alright, so for the next weapon in this update, we are going to be reviewing the Glow Blade. Now, this is a sword skin, and the description reads, intergalactic beings crafted this sword using a cursory knowledge of lava, lamp, glow sticks, and scripting languages. And so now I'm also going to read the stats below. Rarity is a legendary, price 25,000. Wow. Holy crap, that's actually really expensive. Damage, 25 damage on a swing, 45 damage on a strike, and 35 damage on a lunge. Special lunge, buffs none, nerfs none. Why? That's so expensive. Holy crap. Now moving on to the next weapon. Alright, so for the next weapon in the update, we have a new Super Ball. Now this is a Super Ball skin called Pumpkin. Why make pumpkin pie when you can make your opponent's pumpkin die? Alright then. So the rarity is a rare, price, question mark, question mark, question mark. The damage is 30 and it can stagger players. Pretty much it about it. Since it was actually pretty short, I will read the general overview. It is a pumpkin. It does 30 damage per hit. It has no upside nor downside. It also staggers the player, making it fantastic for follow-ups with other weapons or creating, sorry, I'm having a hard time reading today, I'm tired. Creating somebody into the abyss. Making it better as a tool to stop a player in their tracks rather than a weapon. Moving on to the next weapon. Alright, so for this next weapon, we have the Jackolantern, very similar to the pumpkin. But this is another lava ball skin, kept all light by the burning fury of every pumpkins that's rotted on the porch after Halloween. Now, the rarity is awesome. The price is unknown. Damage 30 plus burn damage. Buffs causes burning. Nerfs minus 25 throw speed plus 40% reload time, cannot stagger enemies. Moving on to the next weapon. Alright, so for the final weapon, we have the Candy Claymore. Now, this is a great sword skin. I'm going to read the description. Some people say candy corn tastes stale. This candy corn, however, tastes like justice. Special move, Great Spin, plus 60% damage and range, plus 25% ragdoll resist while holding, minus 100% swing speed, minus 20% walk speed while holding, rarity, awesome, price unknown, damage 40 on a swing, 60 on a great spin, special great spin, buffs 60% damage. I actually already read that. So I think we're going to be moving on to the next thing in the update. Alright, so now I'm going to be reading the patch notes for the update. I'm not going to be reading everything, such as like the balances and tweaks, because that would honestly take forever to do, and or the gameplay. But I will be reading the Misc and Infection. So for the Misc, there is a new jungle soundtrack by Zamcomp, 38 new stickers, increase the range of sticker sounds by 30 studs. The lobby now changes colors depending on the current real-life season. Damage dealt by you will always show an indicator now, no matter how far away you are from the target. Added a number to the HP bar that represents your current health. Certain items are now seasonal, which means they can only be bought during certain times of the year. For example, items marked in the shop/logbook with an orange relief are only available during September, October, and November. Lots of small fixes, changes, optimizations were made, some of which I probably forgot to list here. Let's just call it a side effect of 2020. Alright, so moving on to the next patch note is Infection. There's a new map called Crimson Courtyard. Infected now gain permanent plus 5 max HP per infection. Survivors properly start with 25 bricks again. KOing infected gives more bricks than average. Brick boxes have been added to the roofs and bases of survivor team. These can be opened with melee attacks or explosions and give 10 bricks each time. I don't know how to say that word. Added to each map to replace the old green team trampolines. Rafflesias, are giant infected towers that our infected team can use as trampolines. Oh, I've seen those. If a survivor tries to use them, they'll get bounced, but well, you'll have to find out yourself. Dark Jungle removes some of the high relief platforms to prevent circle camping. Added an area underneath the survivor's tower. Remove the ability to build underneath the overhangs.
You've been hit by, you've been struck by.